What's up, everybody? My name's Chance, and today we're going to be diving into an Esper Magecraft. I took two of the top meta decks, Magecraft, Mono White, and Rogues, Demir Rogues. Well, they've been around for a while. We should all know them. And I smashed them together to see, can we make a tempo aggro beatdown style deck? Now, the goal today was not to mill the opponent. It is to play tempo and have units on the board. Of course, rogues can get big just off the soaring and the thieves, and of course your other units get big just off the leon and the clever. Couple this alongside a couple key cards like Of One Mind, which of course you can utilize with things like Merfolk Windrobber or your Lotus, or if you choose to go for Rune Crab, which we'll get into that more later. All this stuff can help you cast that out, right? Furthermore, by going in Esper, we have access to things like Humiliate as well as Drown in the Lock, so not only do we have good counter and destruction potential, we also have things that attack the opponent's hand while also building our units up, right? Also, we use things like Duress for some cheap removal on their hand, and again, helps with the Leonin and the Clever, and of course you can boost your rogues with the Leonin, which just makes them all the deadlier, right? So, very beatdown style deck. We have Call and Of One Mind up in our 3-drops. I was trying Into the Story, but I will admit it's kind of bad. It's just off center, and if you're not going more so for the millage of things, it's not the best. Now, that is why I have the Rune Crab over here. I feel like my current deck setup is a little off. The tempo of it just feels a little funky. So, a few suggestions. You can either drop out of the Magecraft a little bit, right? Drop Show of Confidence maybe, or maybe even leave Show of Confidence. I really like it. I don't know. But drop the Clever Luminancer, keep the Leonin, because this alone, again, boosts up your rogues and sort of goes for that beatdown aspect. But then add in something like Rune Crab, which not only gives you more non-human creatures, it also gives you more millage, which can help you get into the end of the story or boost your soarings or use your drowns, all that nice stuff. The alternative to that is to go a little bit less into the mill category, take out the Into the Stories, probably take out the Windrobbers and the Jawari Disruption, which of course takes out your Of One Mind, because you don't have any non-humans at that point, but you still have, the core 8 rogues, which in and of themselves, fairly good. Might drop the Drown in the Lock. Essentially, you're just looking for efficiency if you are going to drop the mill aspect of it. I think leaning more into mill and less out of Magecraft would be better rather than worse, but it's just one man's opinion. We are playing just a few lands today as well. We have things like Jawari that's going to help us, and for the large majority, all of our cards are really cheap, which is what allows us to play the Lotus as well. That's going to pretty much do it for the deck breakdown. We know how both these decks work. We're just trying to work them together today, right? The sideboard isn't actually a sideboard. I just wanted to mention that about Rune Crab, right? Also, another sad note about the 7-card sideboard, companions, they still take up a slot. So it's like, you actually only have 6 cards in your sideboard if you use a companion, which means if you use Yorion and Fae, you only have 6 cards to choose from. It's a little sad. Anyways, I digress. Let's get into the matches and see how it does. If you enjoy the video, of course, please be sure to leave a like down below, as it does help each and every individual video as well as the channel as a whole to grow. Furthermore, if you're new here and you want to continue watching and enjoying the content, be sure you hit that subscribe button down below and the bell icon that pops out afterwards. You can choose to get notifications occasionally or all the time, so it's really up to you. And set it to your preference. Don't overgrind yourself with my videos, because then you'll have this little backlash and not wanting to watch them. Easy does it, right? Anyways, into the matches. Excuse me. Demi 3. Although it's more like Demi 2, right? Bad joke. Anyways, I'm gonna keep this hand. We got a Duress, Humiliate. We'll Drown in the Lock action. Think we go blue, drop this. We can always grab white with the Fabled later. We have black mana there. That's my plan, at least. This will give us access to Drown in the Lock and Duress, as well as the Windrobber and Jawari. Clever Luminancer. Alright, do I just drop black mana this turn? Hit him with the Duress. I think I might actually go ahead and drop the Fabled and get us some white mana. I want to hit him with Duress, but if I can wait and boost up that Luminancer or something with it, all the better, right? Now I may be being greedy with this as well, but y'all know me. I like to push the envelope on a deck, that's for sure. So I hope everybody's having a good day today. What was that? Orc Lore Mage. Well, I am very interested to see what we got here, because they have some kind of okay. Them doing that really sucks, because we don't have enough over there in the graveyard to really start popping off with that Drown in the Luck. But what I can do, drop Clever Luminancer, hit him with the Duress. Next turn we can hit him with the Humiliate. What do you got? What do you got? That's gonna suck. They can't necessarily choose Rogue. I guess they're going for Vampire? I think I still want to get rid of the Blood Chiefs though. Alright, no attacks. We have been oh, you know what I'm missing? Music. I was like, man, it's really quiet. I don't have anything to hum to. That's why. Ah, they hit the land. That's unfortunate. They're gonna choose Vampire. Smart lad, smart lad. So they do have 2 cards in graveyard now, which means if I do Humiliate, I can also Drown in the Lock onto their creature. Would I prefer blue or black? I think blue. Black gives us Lotus though. Of course we have white-black, so we can cast Lotus anyways. If I do this though, I actually can't cast this. Maybe I should have dropped this as black. Whoops. I can cast Soaring and Jawari, so maybe that's my play. The pathways always mess with me. I'm so used to having lands that are like, if it's 2 colors of mana, it's generally producing 2 colors of mana, and the pathways, not so. Not so. Alright, well, easy. Easy decision. That also puts enough over there that I can Drown and Lock their Nighthawk, so getting rid of everything they have here. Feels good. Not gonna lie, after they just board wiped me, it feels pretty good. Another Soaring. Alright, well, we just wait for their turn and put that down, yeah? Although I could Humiliate. Go ahead and get rid of the Drana. Because that's a big creature that I don't really want to deal with, and I can't really deal with right now. And then I'm missing out on the chance of getting creatures down. You know, I think it's better to get it out the way. And all they have outside of that is a Hagra, so yeah, super happy with that. Super duper mega happy. 7, 6. Now they can use their Cling to Dust to start exiling stuff and get rid of their graveyard here. I mean, I assume they will. They have the mana. Sucks a little bit for us, but yeah, it's just sort of the wrong opponent kind of thing. You know, sometimes you go to test a deck and you just get matched up against something that's, well, not necessarily the greatest for you. That's okay though. I wish they had blue-black Snarls. Snarl? If I can say that correctly. I feel like when I say Snarl, I start to snarl. Alright, Demi, come on. You gotta make a play because I have too much time on my hands, clearly. We need either some more land so I can double cast this Soaring or something like that, or so I can, you know, move Lotus over and get down Soaring. Either way, more land wouldn't actually be the world's end for me right now. And, of course, drawing a playable is always fun. They're going to get rid of Clever Luminancer as well as their entire graveyard to gain a little life. Alright, well, I think we just go for the Soaring. We do still have Merfolk Windrobber in graveyard for Lotus to draw out. Labyrinth, a little annoying, but they seem to be... Maybe they're a Yugen deck? But they have power in their deck, I'm not sure. Not sure. We are going to drop this. They'll probably Hagra mauling it, if I had to guess about it. If they do, we just fight as one and GG. Not really GG, but you know what I mean. Oh, let's go. 1 mana to stop a 4 mana. Every time, every day, every way. Hey, 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 we got Lourdes action. That's good. We're also going to go ahead and drop this Soaring so I can fill up their graveyard. I know it kind of helps with their thing over there, the Cling to Dust, but that's okay. We're milling them out something steady. And, you know, maybe next turn we'll have power. We'll certainly have a Lourdes. I don't know. Alright, that's not, oh. That's still not horrible, right? I didn't realize what I was doing when I milled them. Oh no. They must have had enough of rogue stuff today, because they're like, yeah, I'm not dealing with the rogues. Oh no, no, no. Anyways, we are getting down to full board state, which is like, yeah. You know? A lot of stuff to do here. So that's going to put them down to 9 cards, which means we can actually sacrifice the Wind Robber if I wanna. Not saying I do, but I may. We, of course, did just restock their Cling to Dust, so maybe I should sacrifice you before things get a little too late, too. So I feel like they're going to do it, like, right now. But I can't activate this before they would activate that. Yeah. Ah, well. They keep targeting that Shade, and I just can't figure out why. Maybe they're going to sacrifice it with the Yara. By the way, Yara, I got to play with her again. It's such a fun card. You know what we should do, actually? A mono black, if it could work. Magecraft Devotion. It sounds counterintuitive, right? Because Devotion, you want permanents, and Magecraft, well, you want instants and sorceries. But I think if you hit the right split and have heavy cards like a Yara, you know, I think you might just could do it. Now, of course, they did exile their graveyard. I'm not really surprised, but they've cast Cling to Dust more than they've cast anything else this turn, or this game, so. And we'll be able to put them back to 8 cards, which means Soaring and Merfolk will win. Let's go, Demi. Or, you know, let's go me. But still, Roguecraft, picking them. Mr. M. I like it. This hand, a little on edge about, but I will keep. We have the Fight as One and Humiliate to back up the Clever, so, you know, it could be alright. Plus, we could draw some blue mana. Oh, let's go. Now I just need a non-human and, you know, of one mind will be awesome. What is with all these exile decks? Are rogues still really that bad? I mean, well, maybe. There's just so many exile effects. I can't believe it's not butter. So we can either Humiliate or have mana for Fight as One. Well, if I go ahead and swing in with Clever Luminancer, we might could do some cheeky Fight as One stuff, but then I won't get the ability to... you know what? Let's just do this. What you got, mister? I see. Not gonna lie, I want to get rid of that Great Hinge. Questing Beast and all that kind of stuff. You know, it's semi-manageable. Great Hinge, annoying all around. Now, they can exile something with the Ooze if they wanna, they're not gonna, so cool beans. Also, they don't know we're rogues quite yet. They think we're like a Lourdes, aggro, or Zob deck, I think. Stone Cool for the 3. Stone Cool's annoying because it just stops our Soarings all together. All together now. Drop this for blue. We can drop this instant speed as well as have that. Or I could go ahead and draw, or even bring Lourdes over. Draw puts it to a 3/4. Not quite what I want, and it costs all my mana. I think I'll push it to their turn. Of course, I can swing in. I have the Fight as One. If they're so silly as to take an attack. Of course, you on the defense is really strong, so let's not. The tempo of this deck is a little funky. Not gonna lie. Don't love that Questing Beast, but let's see what we can do. Now we have Fight as One. Is it worth it to use the Fight as One here on Clever Luminancer? It's not going to put her into kill range of the questing beast. She can block it. I don't think so, actually. I think we got to save that Fight as One. We're about to pull that Lotus around, I think. Drown in the Lock. They only have one card in Graveyard. Swinging with Soaring, they're then up to 3. Of course, Drown in the Lock can't hit Stone Cool either. We really need a Blood Chiefs to come into our grasp here. So if I bring Lotus over, I can still keep mana for Fight as One. Kind of like the idea of that. And as soon as we get Lotus down, of 1 mon, cost 1 mana. So next turn, we're going to have a pretty good play, I think. And I think on their turn, we might use the Fight as One. Do I swing with Soaring? No, because Stone Cool. Damn you, you snake. That's alright. So we're looking for some good cards off this card draw. I think we'll hit it, right? So we can do that. If I drop this as black mana, we can do that, and have mana for Fight as One. That sounds really strong. So actually, I'm going to take this damage here. I know what I said, and I know what I'm doing. Just trust me. It'll be alright. Maybe. Might be alright. We'll see. Alright, back to my turn. And of course, mono green, certainly nothing to sneeze at. So we need black mana, so I can't use the Fabled because we only have 1 swamp, 1 island, and 1 plains in our deck. But what I do is I go here, drop the Lotus. We still have mana for Fight as One, and we can cast the of 1 mon. Seems decent. Restock our hand. Why did it flash on the questing beast, I wonder? Not going to drop this Clever Luminancer. I could potentially do some swinging stuff here with Clever. I think I shall. I don't think they'll block with questing. They are. Alright, well. Defending may have been the better option here, given we could defend with Lotus and gain life. We'll see, though. Taking out questing is a big benefit for us. Now they're just going to use Ooze all the live long day. Yeah. They really should be exiling their own graveyard as well now that they see that I have a Soaring and they had the extra mana. But, you know, whatever. Happy that they're not. All the easier on me. Gem Razor doesn't do too much besides give him a really big creature. Could also give him Great Hinge though if they manage to have another Great Hinge here. Also, that's going to be a huge bitch to deal with because, I mean, Blood Chiefs can take it out fairly easily. I think we got to do a little chum block in here. We're stopping 3 damage either way. Oh yeah, right. You have protection from multicolored, so this is the way. Down to 5. Not happy about it, but you know, mono green got a good start off. It's all right. It's okay. Drop both of these two. Psych. That's alright. Grab a plains out. I can still drop both of them, but if I do, I won't be able to cast a Drown in the Lock. Now that Ooze is tapped. think we swing in. I think we swing in. Alright, so we're back to 8. Not gonna lie, I think we've been on the back foot for majority of this game. But we also we've hit a decent amount of lands here. 7 lands of the top 14. Not necessarily what you want. I actually can't counter that. Oh, I think that's GG. I think that's GG. Just let them swing in. I tell you what, if I can make you feel better, I will go ahead and cast this. That way you know that that's all I have. You know what I mean? So I don't want them thinking that I'm gonna play something shiesty or sneaky or whatever. Like, I'm actually saying GG here. I realize that we can now defend them if we want, but I don't really. So, you know, like, we could do double block there. That would still get through, but it's whatever. I'm gonna let them, like, just, I'm telling you, it's a good game. It's a good game. Please hit me. Maybe I shouldn't have played my spell at all. Maybe I should. No. No. This wasn't a joke. This was an actual GG. I was trying to get. Now I feel horrible. Please. Please. No. This isn't a shame. Just attack. Yes, thank you. Alright. I was trying to. Yeah, there we go. Alrighty. GG, missed the M. Lyco. I'll keepo. It wasn't the best. So let's try going clever this time. Now, this next turn, do I hit him with the duress? Potentially sets us up for humiliate. We do have Fabled for later blue grabbings. I think so. Let's just do this. What you got? What you got? Great Hinge. And it's another mono green deck. What is with people today? Huh? There's no need for this. By the way, they kept a 1 land hand. An untapped 1 land hand. Now, don't get me wrong. They have the Fabled and they have Kazan. Oh, you lucky. Oh, I'm sitting here shit talking them and they're like, oh yeah, well, watch what I can do. Fine. Fine. You want to play hardball? Play hardball. This isn't really the hardest of balls, but I wish we had some card draw here. The old and blue mana card draw would be nice. Call is something you like to see into the midpoint of the game, but that's all right. You can't, you know, I can't be so lucky as to top deck what I want every time. Now, the Into the Story is interesting. Trying to figure out how to get that down. This deck feels like it could be good, but it feels like I'm missing something here or there with it. Like, maybe instead of Clever Luminancer, I just put in good old Rune Crab. And we just focus it more towards rogues. Or we could go, you know, take out Into the Story and that kind of stuff. And go more for an aggro style beatdown rogues-ish thing. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm gonna drop Clever Luminancer, and I think I'm gonna do some cheeky chum blocking on this next turn, and then we'll use Call on the following turn and boost some stuff up, get some stuff back, that kind of stuff. Stuff. Alright. What you got for me? I mean, it's not mono red, by the way. It is Gruul. Happy to know. Alright, and they shouldn't really do anything here. Or if they do, yeah, I was about to say, it might be swinging with Ooze. We already have the island out, so we can't grab more blue mana that way, but we'll find some more blue mana. I have zero fear about that. Death Touch, Menace. I still can't swing in because the Love Struck. This deck feels a little off tempo, I'm not gonna lie. But you gotta try stuff. Y'all know me, I'm not one to not commit to an effort. That really sucks. They're just dismantling me left and right. Thankfully, they only have one mountain, though. No blocks. No blockerinos. Okay. 'Tis fine, 'tis fine. We'll let this resolve and see what we draw. Wind Robber. You know, I think it's going to be a GG on that note. I just don't think we got it in us today.